That's spelled Joao, which in UK is usually pronounced sorry, followed by a panic and silence. It's either that or brave attempt at Joao, or Steve. I'm from Portugal, and I find people really only know Portugal for one or two things. It's either the Algarve or, let's be honest, Maddie McCann's crime scene. But Portugal's tourism must have been slowing down recently because they've decided to reopen the coast. Nothing brings in Brits like a Ryanair sale and a bit of true crime. But yeah, no, it's weird growing up in a country where the biggest boost for tourism is a missing child. I grew up in a small town in the middle of the country where emotions were considered a sign of weakness, just as wearing sunscreen or enjoying life. And I moved to England at 25, decided to trade sunshine, sandy beaches for damp ceilings and passive aggressive games. And eventually I moved to London. Decided, it's I forgot about it. Eventually I moved to London, because nothing heals childhood trauma like phone snatching or £40 rent for a boiler, for a room with a boiler for a centrepiece. At least it has character, said the landlord. And so does a haunted house. But yeah, no, London's intense. I was on the tube, I got on the tube last week, and there was this guy sat across from me. He had this bright red mullet, tiny denim shorts, white sleeveless jacket, and a leather fanny pack across the shoulder. And he also had this badge pin, like TFL ones. But this one didn't say "baby on board," please give up your seat. This one just said "fuckable." In Comic Sans font. So yeah, that's what I love about London. You never feel like you're the weirdest person in the room. So I'm in consulting. I work in consulting. Show of hands. Anyone knows what consulting is? Neither do I. But I think it's a bit like professional gaslighting. With a pinch of mansplaining through an infant for good measure. The clients think I'm an expert, but in the meantime, just Googling it, where's supply chain. Ever heard of the term transformation consulting? Yeah. Consultant? That's just corporate for a guy who Googled it first. But yeah, I travel a lot for work, very fortunate, all the good places as well. Stoke-on-Trent, Birmingham. They say travel broadens the mind. Probably not M6 at 2 a.m. And recently I had this calendar invite come up on my laptop at work. It said calendar, site visit, Croydon. That's not an event, that's a cry for help. I'm a Londoner, single in my 30s, so I run. That's what I do, I run. And I ran this half marathon recently in London, and that was a truly humbling experience, right? It was, giving it my absolute best, and there was this guy next to me, wearing a full business suit, shirt, tie, cufflinks, 6'5", blue eyes, trust me. looking like they were late for a meeting with the CEO. But no, that was me. That's me. I'm Steve, Portuguese consultant.